Okay, I welcome you once again into Kenya Akuma's mathematics classroom, and we are going to continue with the solving of questions on matrices. The solving of questions on matrices, and I have one or two questions I want us to look at, and I'll give you an example to try to see the improvement we are making. Now, question one. The question says that if t equals, we have 4 minus 2, we have 3x and 5. If t equals 4 minus 2, then we have 3x and 5. Find the value of x. Find the value of x. That means x is question mark. If the determinant of t is 32. If the determinant of t is 32. Okay, so that's the first question. Now, the second question I want us to look at. We are given the transformations m, that is xy, and this goes to, we have 5x plus 3y, then we have 6x plus 4y, then we are given that of n. The transformation is 4x minus 3y minus 6x plus 5y. Okay, then the first part of the question, you have to write down the matrices. Okay, so the first matrix is m, and that is n. You write the matrices down, then you evaluate m, n. Okay, then I, then find the inverse. Find the inverse of m and n. Now, this is the question that we are given. These are the questions we are given to solve. And now with the first one, don't forget, we are given the matrix T. And the matrix T equals, we have 4 minus 2, we have 3x, and we have 5. We are asked to find the value of x. Find the value of x if the determinant of t is 32. And now we know this is how determinant is represented. So if the determinant is 32, now you know how to find determinant. So let's try to find the determinant of that matrix T that we are given. Is the first element times the fourth element. So we have 4 times 5 minus the second element. That's minus 2 times the third element, 3x. And don't forget that the determinant is equal to 32 from the question. Okay, so we have 4 times 5 here will give us 20 minus the minus 2 times 3x give us minus 6x. And this is equal to 32. So we have 20 minus 1 times minus 6 here will give us plus 6x. And this is 32. Now we are trying to solve for x. So we group the constants on the right hand side. It's the same as subtracting 20 from both sides. So we have 6x on the left hand side here. Then we have 32 minus 20 on the right hand side. I guess you understand why it's minus 20. Because we are solving for x, we need only the x term on the left hand side and the constant on the right hand side. So we subtract 20 from both sides. When we subtract 20 from the left hand side, 20 minus 20 will be gone. Then we are left with 6x, and we have 32 minus that 20, because whatever you do to the left hand side, you do the same thing to the right hand side. Okay, so we have 6x here. 32 minus 20 will give us 12. And we are solving for x. So we divide through by 6. This is gone. Then the value of x, 6 goes into 12 2 times. So the value of x is equal to 2. And I guess you understand what's really happening. That's all. Very simple. So we were given the matrix, and we have to find x. And the condition was that the determinant is equal to 32. So you try to find a determinant of that matrix you are given, then you equate to the 32 that has been given in the question, then you simplify. The value of x will come out. Now, when you look at the second question, we are given these two transformations. M of xy maps to 5x plus 3y, 6x plus 4y. And n of xy maps to 4x minus 3y minus 6x plus 5y. You have to write down the two matrices. Now, when you look at the matrix, you can write matrix M. It's 5, 3, 6, 4. You can see that. And this is 4 minus 3 minus 6, 5. And I guess you understand what I'm doing. And that will be your matrix M and N. Then you have to evaluate Mn. You ask to evaluate Mn. So Mn means you multiply M by N. So whatever you are getting as the matrix of M, you multiply by the matrix N, and the answer will be out. Then you find the inverse of M and N. You find the inverse of M. And when you are done, you find the inverse of N. And I guess you know how to solve for that. You know how to solve for that. So I will give you answers to the question 2. I will give you answers to the question 2. And I advise that you look at this very well. That's how we solve the first part of the question. You can pause the video, look at it. You can take it back so that you can understand the explanation. Now, I once again advise you to get your own book, your calculator, your pen, so that you can also follow me by doing the practical, working it in your own book so that you can understand what is exactly happening. So now with the second question, I will not solve it. I will rather give you the answers, and I will give it to you as an assignment to solve and finally compare. So your matrix M is supposed to be 5, 3, 5, 3, you have 6, 4, and the matrix N, you are supposed to get 4 minus 3, then we have minus 6 and 5. These are the two matrices. Then you have to find Mn. So this is the first part. You have to find Mn. That means multiply M by N. When you do the multiplication, you are going to get 2002. So I advise that you do it. It's your assignment. Multiply the matrix M by the matrix N and see if you get this. Then we have to find the IIRs. We have to find the inverse of M and N. So the inverse of M, when you solve it, this is what you are going to get. 2, you have minus 3 on 2, then you have minus 3, then we have minus 5 on 2. And the inverse of N will also give you 5 on 2, 3 on 2, then we have 3, then we have 2. This is what you're supposed to get. And now I will give this to you as an assignment for you to go and solve and compare with the answers. If you have any problem as far as mathematics is concerned, I'll be able to solve the question for you if you send it to me on my Gmail account. And that is brightnyakon242@gmail.com. brightnyakon242@gmail.com. Any question you have as far as mathematics is concerned, elective mathematics or core mathematics, you can send it to me in my email account. I will look at it and I'll solve the question on this same platform. So I will advise that you subscribe to the channel K Nyako Mathematics Classroom. You press on the notification bell so that anytime you drop a presentation or a video, you can have access to it. You share the page to somebody that the video can also be beneficial to. So that will be all for now on this particular episode. Thank you.